Look, I get it. If you're a parent of a child with SEN, or a grandparent, or a family member, or a teacher that actually cares and understands it, or somebody that works in a local authority trying to support parents who actually gets it, and you saw that video with Gemma Colins, I guarantee you've reacted and you're upset. Now, you've got every right to be upset, because if you look at that video with your lens and your understanding, it was absolutely insane. It was like bad comedy and bad acting, but it wasn't meant for you. We know it wasn't meant for you because when Bridget Phillipson was asked a couple of days later in an interview about the comments that had been levelled at Gemma Colins, she actually said the reason they'd chosen Gemma was because she, quote unquote, appealed to a certain voter type. And that's the type of person that thinks SEN is all an excuse, that thinks it's all bad parenting, that thinks it's just about overdiagnosis, that believes that every child who may be autistic is an extremist in waiting because their special interest is Thomas the Tank Engine or Sonic the Hedgehog. The kind of voter who thinks that anyone that chooses to home educate is hiding their child because they want to turn them into some kind of an extremist, who believes that safeguarding those children can only happen in schools, when the reality is that for 80% of the parents who choose to home educate, they do it because their children weren't being safeguarded adequately and they weren't getting the care and education they needed in school. That video wasn't for you, but it was brilliant. Sorry, but it's true. It was well produced, it was well written, it has created exactly the kind of reaction that was desired, and it will cement all of those narratives in the kind of people that it was aimed at. And here's the sad thing. Yes, this has been produced by the current government, but this could have been produced by any of them. Because it doesn't matter who the government is, sadly, a lot of the messaging is still the same. It's based in confusion, misunderstanding, and fear. Now, you can shout about this as much as you need, but the reality is what we have to do is recognise that, sadly, in 2026, the attitudes towards children with special educational needs and their parents and their caregivers are going backwards, not forwards. Yes, write to your MP. Yes, write to the government. Yes, complain. But know that that video was just another piece in a continuing attack, and it wasn't for you.